Hello, Planet Earth, and welcome to episode 1 of Hello, Planet Earth, the podcast. We are your hosts. I'm CJ.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Hello, Planet Earth. So we were doing a kind of like a fake podcast kind of thing on my other channel, King Dedede, where I was doing daily updates, which I haven't done in like a week because, well, let's be honest, I was not feeling happy. It was my birthday, and then I did MegaCon, and I just kind of wanted to stay in that positive mindset because of how much crap was going on. So I know it's selfish, but there's been a lot, right, Nicole?
Yeah, you deserve a break too.
Over the last what has it been, 3 weeks?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It hasn't even been that long.
A lifetime already.
Oh my gosh. But so we've decided to turn this into our own YouTube channel / podcast. So we're going to be uploading to podcast platforms, which I'm very excited about.
Me too.
Because then this is kind of like a dedicated once a week thing. So Nicole, I don't know if you watch nerd stuff like tech YouTubers much.
I haven't been able to watch really much of anybody on YouTube recently, or for the past 8 years.
That's fair. One of the YouTubers I watch is called Linus Tech Tips, and they have their fair share of ups and downs and whatever, but their business acumen and the way they run the channel is something that I aspire to. And the guy Linus and his friend Luke have a weekly podcast that they've been doing for years now, and it's they usually do it in person together in like their studio, but no matter if one of them's sick or one of them's doing like a tech show in South Korea or something, like every Friday they're always doing at least an hour of the podcast. And I was like,
That's really cool.
yeah, I was like, that's beautiful. Like, they'll do it over the phone, they'll do it Skype, they don't care how they have to do it, whatever restrictions they have. They just always want to make sure that they're keeping up on it. Like they try not to give themselves an excuse.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I like that.
So that's something I like strive for. That's why I'm kind of excited about this, like a weekly thing that I can look forward to. Chatting with a friend and having someone to bitch with.
We've been doing really good at it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's been consistent.
we may go on a bunch of tangents, but it's still a nice, pleasant conversation for me, and hopefully it's a nice thing that everyone can listen to.
Yeah, for sure. I just like talking tea. Like, everyone enjoys that.
Oh yeah, but it's like world news tea, and not just oh, did you hear what she did to her boyfriend?
Yeah.
It's like something that matters to us, because we have kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
But so I kind of lost my train of thought. Not gonna lie. I'll just jump right back in. So for anyone who doesn't know, this podcast we're gonna try to go over like world news, but mainly stuff that like affects us because we're both American, and we went through this ordeal. So we have 4 years of I'm trying to find the right words to not sound awful. We have 4 years of hope.
Dramatic. Oh, yeah.
Right? That's the nicest way to put it. We can be hopeful for the next 4 years that everything's going to work out. Some things have affected us directly, and some things have affected us indirectly, like with our friends or family. And it's making us feel certain ways. Mostly negative. I don't know how else to put that. So we need a space that we can vent, stuff that we can like. I don't know about you, Nicole, but I feel like it's the same with you as it is with me, where just having the person to talk to, like, can you believe that this happened, has
Oh
been,
no, absolutely. It's very validating.
it's validating, but it's also like finding peace in a storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm not going crazy. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? You know, kind of thing. Like,
absolutely.
because let's be honest, I work in construction. A lot of people that I work with don't even understand anything that's happening. They just did their
Yeah,
voting months ago and was like wipe their hands clean of that. And they don't, that's it. They don't know anything
yeah,
he's doing. They think he's God King, and
yeah. They're like a wait and see game where it actually affects them. They're in that mindset, which is a dangerous one where, it can't happen to me. It's not gonna happen to me. I'm doing everything right. I work hard and I do this. And it gave him all like he asked for, and there's just that mentality where, they I think just see it as hope for some reason, which I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why, but they're not going to believe anything negatively of him until they are negatively affected by him.
yeah, I completely agree. It's like they have a blinders on, like horse blinders. I know that's such a
Yeah,
cliche thing, but it's like if it's not directly in front of me, I don't know exists. Like
no, for sure.
I don't know a better
I,
metaphor.
I watch a couple of people that like to debate, and the guy who's always debating, Trump supporters, and the Trump supporter, one of their biggest arguments is, we just don't like Trump because he wasn't a Democrat, or and it's like, no, even if he was a Democrat, doing all these things and saying that he wants to do all these things, no one would like him. Like, we would not like him. Like, it's not about a title. It's literally just about what he's doing. And people don't see that.
So you mean like there are people claiming, oh, just because he's Republican, you don't like him.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I honestly last week after, not after, maybe right before our last conversation, um, I kind of hit myself, right? I kind of had like two epiphanies over the last 2 weeks. One was about politics, and it was like, do I only hate him because he's like, because of the things I'm hearing? Like, am I being that biased? And I
Yeah.
really, really, really tried to think about it, like, as positive as I could, try to dissect it. Because, this is going to sound goofy, but I really enjoy The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Oh
Because,
yeah, no, I love the Daily Show.
yeah, yeah, but a lot of people won't take it seriously, but the way he not only makes fun of, and I know it's his writers too, it's not just him, but not only the way they make fun of Trump for the absurd things he's doing, they're also like kind of trying to hold the Democrats to the same
Oh
level,
yeah. Yep.
which is
Absolutely.
nice, like shitting on the Democrats equally.
Yeah.
So because of that, I was watching and laughing, and it hit me, and I was like, "Am I being a sheep right now? Like, is John right? Like, do some people just hate the things he's saying because he's Republican?" So I like stopped and thought, and I was like, "No, he's a
Yeah.
Nazi.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's just a fake Nazi. Like everything he's doing is just trying to make like white men um more emboldened. And like for anyone who doesn't know, I am a white man.
Yeah.
So it sounds weird coming from me, but most of my friends are not white men. I have, people who are women and black and Spanish. Like I said, I work in plumbing, right? And new construction on top of it. Most of my workers are Hispanic or black. I would say maybe a third of them are white. So it's like I really like my best workers are not white people. You know what I mean? Like, there might be like half white or something, some of them, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's the other half of that person is like getting attacked right now. But none of them seem to understand this. And it hurts my head so much, Nicole.
Yeah. It is really, that's exhausting. Like, it's okay to admit you're wrong, when you're wrong, or say, man, I really didn't look into everything he was saying, or, I really believe that he was really going to help me. Like, we want to know that you're not actually this hateful of a person. That you just did it because your family's always voted a certain way no matter what. I just don't know where someone with humanity could think any of this is okay.
Yep, so that was my other. It kind of came off as a joke because I posted it on Blue Sky. I don't know if you saw. But it kind of hit me. Now, I'll pull up my actual post here. But this was my other epiphany, right? It was, blah, 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 blah. You know what my problem is? After taking time and thinking about my stress, I'm a poser, and I never want to admit it. Steve-O and Bob would be ashamed. I talk about hating everyone and all humans suck and blah blah blah. But in reality, I just want us all to thrive and coexist with one another, with the earth, and with animals.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that came off logically, like in the post itself, it makes sense. But talking like, so Steve-O and Bob, do you know where they come from, Steve-O and Bob?
No.
It's a older movie with Matthew Lillard called SLC Punk, Salt Lake City Punk.
Oh yes, yes.
And so in the movie, they're constantly talking about posers and only posers fall in love and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't thought about that movie in so long.
It's literally top 5 favorite movies for me. I love that movie. I watch it as much as I can whenever I can. I absolutely love that movie. But like, because like I do put on this facade, and I've been trying to tell myself this for a long time. Like, I just hate everyone. Like, I hate everyone equally. That old saying that people have. And the reality is, I have to come to terms with it. I don't hate anyone. Like, I want all humans to thrive.
Yeah.
The problem is, not all humans want to thrive, and not all humans want each other to thrive.
Yeah.
And that's where the battle is,
I don't understand, why people care so much. I don't, we're all going to die anyway. And if, why do you have to be so hateful to people that aren't bothering you or harming anybody?
Well, it's the scapegoats. People don't want to take responsibility for the problems that are around them. I think we touched on this last week, but because we can't have written communism the way that it should be,
Yeah.
because that can't exist with the evil that is the human person, because we all run on selfishness, basically, right? That's the human race.
Sure.
So because we can't have pure communism, our next best thing is capitalism. But capitalism only works if it has checks and balances. We have to regulate these people who own these corporations who make the billions. That's the only way we succeed in capitalism. When the people who are supposed to be getting regulated are controlling the regulators, everything falls apart. And that's what's currently happening right now. We saw that with the inauguration. All of the biggest billionaires were in the room with another billionaire who got elected president. You know what I mean? Like, none of these are normal people. None of these are for any of us working folk. You know what I mean?
Mm.
What was it in the 1920s? It was something like the oil barons or something, robber barons.
Oh yeah.
Like, that was proof to America, like, hey, the rich need to be
It just
controlled.
doesn't work.
You know, you need to control these guys. Like, they literally named them the robber barons. You know? That's what these new people, these are the new robber barons. Like, that's what they are.
Yeah, like legit for Lex Luthor.
It's insane. And, like, people aren't seeing it. Like, oh, no, they're totally for us. Who are they for, bud? They want to keep making their billions, or they want to help you become a thousandaire? You know what I mean? Come on. Be realistic. But so we have a few topics. Would you like to? Which one would you like to talk about first? You want me to go over the topic titles, and then you want to pick one?
Yeah, sure. Because I know we kind of like we're talking pre-recording this, and there was just like so much.
There's so much. What was this one? This one was. Oh, this was POTUS and King Abu Dala. Let me just try to find a news article so I can pull that one up. Do you trust Politico?
Okay. I think so. Yeah.
I don't. That's a Spanish one, ain't it? I don't know who owns Politico. I always trust BBC.
I have to say that I think PBS.
I like BBC because it's not American, you know?
Yeah.
I like the as far away from American politics on either end. Okay, so we have Kendrick Lamar and his halftime show. We have Trump and his steel tariffs. We have Trump and Musk from an hour ago. Doge's mission with the legal hurdles. So they're currently in the White House as we speak. We have Trump insists U.S. will take Gaza. This is more of that BS with the Doge. This is USA Today. What is this? Oh, the red, white, and blue land, which I still can't believe is real. And so those are our topics. Which of those strikes your fancy first?
I feel like maybe let's go with the funnier one.
I don't even know which one that is. The Kendrick Lamar one?
Right. No, Kendrick Lamar.
That was inspiring.
It was so good.
It like brought hope in my heart. Like I had to watch it today because I couldn't watch the Super Bowl. So I just was like, I want to watch Kendrick. So I pulled it up today and I watched the 15-minute that he did. And I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Pretty good.
It was amazing.
So I assume you mean the red, white, and blue land, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you know so far from this? Because I just heard about it when you told me about it. Oh gosh. Is this for real?
Yeah. So, the GOP lawmaker, Buddy Carter from Georgia, introduced a new bill aiming to rename Greenland to red, white, and blue land as President Trump seeks to acquire the territory. And the legislation of this bill is called Red, White, and Blue Land Act of 2025.
So this is where I'm confused, right? Just reading this right here, right in front of me. This is I have the USA Today article up right now. Right? And the very first sentence, someone from Georgia has introduced a bill to the House of Reps that will give a new name to Greenland. So that sentence is very confusing. How can someone from a state like not even like a country. Like this isn't Georgia the country, this is Georgia the state. Yeah. So some puny dude from a puny little 1/50th of a country said this is how we should rename a different country that we don't own.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You can't just rename countries. Like you can, I guess, the Gulf of Mexico. Like.
Yeah, his quote is, America is back and will soon be bigger than ever with the addition of red, white, and blue land. President Trump has correctly identified the purchase of what is now Greenland as a national security priority, and we will proudly welcome its people to join the freest nation to ever exist when our negotiator-in-chief links this monumental deal.
Um, didn't he get cussed out for that?
Yes, Denmark is not for sale. I wonder what they said to that.
Didn't he say? Didn't he literally say "fuck you" to Trump? Like I've never heard anyone from the EU cuss at one of our presidents. But like, am I going crazy? That happened, right?
Yeah.
It's not for sale. Fuck you. Mr. Trump, fuck off. Yeah. What? I don't understand. A Danish official literally told Trump to fuck off, and he's like, yeah, we're still gonna buy this. U.S. military to acquire Greenland and the Panama Canal?
Yeah.
No, that's war. You cannot do that, sir. When did he make these remarks? No, like, that's straight up war. Like, I take a freaking half a week off, and he's declaring war? Or he's like, oh, maybe we'll go to war.
Oh, I just remembered the bigger one. Let me get it real quick. Yes, so, JD Vance is questioning the authority of judges.
Oh my god, I
US
saw that.
To challenge Trump. You saw that?
Yeah, it was on John Stewart's show. JD Vance. This is literally like he's like the joke with Stewart was that we're becoming an oligarchy again or whatever. Or not oligarchy. Is that what it's called? With like a king and queen and like a ruler? Legitimate power. Judges don't have jurisdiction over President Trump's legitimate power. Yes, they do. That is part of our system. We have a checks and balances. Are you like, isn't he a lawyer? Isn't JD Vance a lawyer?
I think he's a senator.
He what?
I think he was a senator for,
Didn't he go to some law school though? Where did... I'm gonna look it up. JD Vance School. Yeah, Yale Law. You don't fucking know how the goddamn government works? Are you serious? Yeah, warn of constitutional crisis as JD Vance and Elon Musk question judge's authority. That's bullcrap, dude. Like... Oh, Nicole, what are we gonna do?
it is really scary. I kind of like to think about it like this day to day.
All of this is really scary. Like, all of this is terrifying right now.
What I'm not understanding is just like, why is this happening? Like, in front of us like this, and we're just like, no, stop.
I really, really think we need to have punk rock come back.
I mean, I felt like hardcore was like coming through.
Oh, what is?
But like hardcore.
Is hardcore like it's not punk rock though, right? Hardcore is just like
I mean, yeah.
like I listen to a lot of
You can
hardcore,
call it political.
right?
Like Knock Loose is pretty big right now.
Not.
You know, they
Oh, okay.
perform.
Yeah. I don't listen to a lot of American hardcore. Can you, after we're done here, can you just send me a list of bands so I can put them on my Spotify?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I would love more music.
Yeah, Knock Loose is like my jam right now.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Um,
Yeah.
this is another one of our tangents that we always go on. So my biggest ones currently are Slaughter to Prevail, Bring Me the Horizon, Slipknot, Motionless in White, Sleep Token, and Memphis May Fire.
Oh no, my God.
And sorry, there's also these are the rock ones, but there's also like Kendrick Lamar and Tyler the Creator and 21 Pilots. I guess they're considered rock, right? 21 Pilots. They're like something.
Yeah.
Um, and then Doja Cat. Those are and Megan Thee Stallion. Those are the big ones that I listen to that are not rock. Do who what?
I said, let me see what I'm listening to. I usually just like my Spotify DJ mix it for me because I'm listening to the same thing like over and over like way too much.
You know, my number one though is probably Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh yeah, I've really been listening to a lot of them too lately, especially like after like them releasing Wonderwall.
Oh my God! Oh, is Wonderwall new? I thought I just randomly found it. I was like, oh, this is so funny. Bring Me the Horizon and Wonderwall, like, haha.
Yeah, they just released that, so it like it made me think of them. And like,
Oh yeah, cause like especially when I'm in my feelings, like I don't know what it is about Bring Me the Horizon, but them and Slipknot always know how to hit my feels perfect. You know, especially like old Slipknot, like Iowa.
yeah.
Woo. Yeah, so there you go, you guys. That's a little insight into us and our music tastes.
I say like Knock Loose and Brand of Sacrifice and Orville Peck is what I'm like jamming to a lot.
All right, definitely send those to me so I don't forget tomorrow when I go to work.
Okay. Anyways, back to us just taking a mental moment.
Yeah.
Gather our thoughts.
So you guys know, I think we both are on some sort of neurodivergent, neurotypical,
We are not neurotypical. That's my best.
whatever that is. I don't think either one of us are on that line.
I don't think we're typical in any sense of the way.
That's fair. That's fair. I keep running back and forth between a lot of these because like I'm just so many things are like it's already overwhelming me right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like refusing to rule out military force for Greenland and Panama. Those are two countries that I do not want to go to war with because Greenland will cause the EU to attack us and Panama might just make the entire East, like China and Russia, attack us because they use that canal.
Yeah.
We gave it to Panama. I don't care what it was built for. We gave it to Panama. It's their canal.
Yeah. Oh, and how I heard a lot of Canadians are telling, what they're seeing on their TV and their news is that they're preparing for war as well. So, like, I haven't really looked into that.
So I haven't heard that. So, I have another guy that I'm trying to start a YouTube channel with about video game reviews.
I think I remember you talking about him briefly. He's in Canada.
Yeah, he's Canadian. So he hasn't told me anything about war, but he has told me that there are a lot of people that are like strangely for this Trump thing.
Yes, yeah, my friend in the UK, she's saying the same thing. A lot of her coworkers are like excited and happy that he won, and say that they wish they'd get something like that over there that we just take over where they're at. It's like, what?
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
they have
crazy.
no idea.
Oh, to circle back to LTT, Linus Tech Tips, he's a Canadian YouTuber. He's like one of the top 10 tech influencers on YouTube, right? He's huge. But half of his business or something like that is selling merch because he puts a lot of money into his merch. It's not like just like regular YouTube merch. Like he makes like screwdrivers and backpacks, like actual like useful stuff that is like highly quality tested. Like I saw the reviews on his screwdriver, and like it keeps up with like 3 times as expensive screwdrivers. You know what I mean? Like good stuff. That's my point. Is he makes good stuff, and he is freaking out about his 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 what I don't even know call it his merch business, but it's not merch. Like that. The what? I'm sorry.
He's freaking out about like prices or.
Well, 60% of his customer base is American. That that buy his stuff because Americans watch a lot of tech stuff.
Yeah.
But 60%'s huge, and those tariffs that are now on hold has him freaking out. Like he's like I'm gonna do my best to make sure I don't, because he doesn't want to lose any of his employees. He built this company from just him, working at, doing little stupid reviews, and now he's got over 100 employees. He's like, I don't want to fire anyone. I've got all these different divisions and all this other stuff. Like we have a full company of people that depend on our money to support their families. So he's freaking out about that, and he's like right now, because there's a hold on the tariffs. He's like, if you need to buy something from China or from Mexico or from Canada, like do it soon before this bill comes back around, because there's already Canadian companies like laying people off that, a lot of their companies solely do business with Americans, customers. And I don't know, that's crazy. It's crazy stuff to hear,
It is really scary for sure.
Like our shit's not only affecting us, but it's also affecting other countries now. Like these people's well-being,
Yeah. I don't understand that viewpoint or logic or, how people are happy about the tariffs and all that. Like, you had so much time to learn and understand what a tariff was. And the idea of people saying, oh, well, these tariffs are going to drive and build jobs and bring all the jobs back to America. And we're going to be manufacturing in America more because,
because
we're
they're
not
so
going to want to
stupid.
pay to have all these things imported and blah, blah, blah.
They're so dumb.
And I'm like, in my mind, like, that doesn't make any economical sense. It makes no sense at all because we don't have the foundations to build these manufacturing plants, or we don't have the money to put into our own economy or system to create these jobs, or our country is so capitalistic that they would never pay a livable wage for these jobs. Hence why they're getting shipped out to other countries where cost of living is cheaper.
They also support slavery and child labor.
Right. They have all these things that
We don't have.
right because it's protected here. So
Yeah, the amount of our tariff,
will never change.
the amount that you'd have to charge in tariffs would be astronomical. Like it would literally be like 1,000% tariffs, not this 20%. It would be so fucking high, because you have to pay for the land and the taxes and the employees and their health insurance and the training and the material and the building and like
all of that.
There's
like
so many
that.
costs.
Yeah, it makes no sense. So yeah, what's going to happen is that the American billionaires here are going to gain an increased profit because they have the money to have things done here, and yeah, they're just taking advantage of
Yeah, it's
just getting cut off from the entire world.
So if we want to talk tariffs, though, let's this topic, it will literally affect my job insanely, and I don't think people in my trade understand that. And not just my trade, but like my line of work, like construction in general, right? Like Trump tariffs live update. EU warns of countermeasures against 25% steel and aluminum tariffs? Are you insane?
The EU. So what are they saying?
I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
Likely pleasing domestic steelmakers, but hurting allies like Canada. Like, so it looks like it's an outgoing. My computer froze. Looks like it's an outgoing tariff instead of incoming. No, imports. What? I'm so confused. 25% on steel and aluminum imports, likely pleasing domestic steelmakers but hurting allies like Canada and Mexico. Wouldn't that be exports? Aluminum exports? Am I tripping?
It would make domestic manufacturers happier because no one's gonna want it to pay for the importing product.
Oh, I see. I see.
Cost.
I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay, so Forbes is hurting me right now. Let's New
This
York
is
Times
saying
you have to
like
pay for, right?
the EU hasn't really responded yet, but it will have. It vows to have countermeasures.
Okay, so that makes more sense than what I thought was happening. But even still, like local steel and aluminum cost more than what we were paying, right? Like
Yeah.
imports from Mexico and Canada with another 10% tariff on Canadian oil, natural gas, and electricity. Doesn't Canada supply like a whole state with electricity?
Yeah. I think a few, if not a few grids.
Ba ba ba. Electric supply to U.S. states.
New York, New England, the Midwest, and the Pacific Northwest.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have tariffs
Yeah.
on them too. So those states are all gonna pay more for electricity.
No, I don't know how that's gonna work. I guess it's all still under a pause, so we don't officially know what's happening there.
That I don't know. Like there's sometimes, Nicole, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some things seem so insane to me that I feel like I am just not educated enough to understand. Like how all of my coworkers just don't understand. They're like, "Well, I trust him, so." You know what I mean? Like I don't understand. I don't understand politics, so I just trust my president. Like
Uh huh.
I'm like reading some of this stuff, and to me, some of it seems so obvious that I'm like, I must be missing something. Like, how does this help the American people? But the only thing I can constantly fall back on is it helps the billionaires,
Yeah.
like the electric
That's what
companies
they
and
have
the
to
steel
tell.
companies, and
They were told that doing these tariffs would make people bring back jobs to America. And that's what they think is going to happen until it doesn't.
I don't know, man. This is all. It's all confusing me. because
I
like,
always. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm
I was
sh-
gonna say I always feel like I need to write a list down so I can keep up with myself and my notes when I'm speaking during this. You just get so flabbergasted. I'm just like, I have nothing to say because of how ridiculous it is.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I like some of it. Like I feel like it's like very basic things that anyone can understand, and I'm like, why is this happening? And then now it's making me question myself. Like, am I just stupid? Like, do I think something works this way, but it doesn't? You know what I mean? Like a good example for that is the DEI, right? The example I can give is the one that I saw on. I can't remember if it's John Daly or John Stewart or John Oliver, one of the Johns. I don't know, whoever it was. Um, DEI, right? It's such a bad thing because we're causing discrimination against white men, right? That's their whole argument. So, in every legal document, it says we're going to get rid of DEI so that way only the most qualified person will get the job. Now, logically speaking, that would make sense if you're implying that the existence of DEI causes jobs to have lower standards. So by that I mean, I have this white man, right, who went to school and has a doctorate degree. He's the most well trained doctor in the doctor land, right? He has all the degrees, this white man. And now I have this homeless black guy who walked in to get a shot because he's sick. And the director of the hospital goes, give the guy who's getting this shot a job and fire the white guy. Like that's how they're like talking how DEI works, and it's not, because the only way to get a job is to be qualified. DEI is only making it so that way it's not only white people. Like, you have a fair shot of being a woman or a black man or a Spanish man with the
You
same
can't be, yeah,
qualifications. You know what I mean? You
you
have
can't
this.
be just discriminated against.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the way that they wrote these bills, it's implying that the standards for these jobs are going to change, and there's not going to be a change in standards. You're not changing the job requirements. What you're doing is just making it so that you can be racist. Like, that's
Yeah.
like if you put if you took away this DEI stuff and put job requirements and like made changes to where it was attainable by anyone of any race, then sure, fine, whatever. Now it's the most qualified person will get the job, right? Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That's also, that goes into a myriad of other things with DEI, and being quote unquote most qualified, because a lot of these white men come from wealth, which means they had better schooling, which means they had more opportunity to be more qualified than these black men that, or these women that literally have nothing but the fucking shit that they get shit on from all these men that fucking treat them like they're housewives. You know what I mean? Like DEI does so much to help people get an equal fair shake.
Yep.
Like, and you're just taking that away. You're taking away free college to these people. You're taking away opportunities for these people. It's all just a way to be more racist.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to want to take away the rights and protections for employees that deserve to be where they are.
Like again, it's just people passing the blame on someone else. It's literally what freaking the Nazis did. You know what I mean? Like, I hate having the Nazi comparison, but it's like, what did they do? They blamed the Russians and the Jews for all of their problems. You're not allowed to be a Nazi in Germany anymore because they realized how insane that was. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, That's why I don't even get my needed. I only stopped shopping at all the places or like affiliating with any of the places that rolled back on their DEI initiatives. Like it's crazy. I guess where we live, you've got like the three big wholesale stores, BJ, Sam's, and Costco.
Okay.
Hey, everybody is like canceling their BJ's and Sam's Club memberships and just shopping at our one Costco. Well, we're the only one in the county, and the Costco's not that big. So when we went got our memberships, what last week, it was like insane. The way that was helping us, she said it's been nonstop since it's all started, and that
I mean, that's good to hear, you know?
yeah,
It's pleasant to
really.
hear. It's a pleasant thing to hear.
Oh yeah, I thought you said it's empty here. I was like, oh man, it's like nuts. People, we have like the one Target. What? In beer, I think. Yeah. Sorry, Justin's out of the layer making a sandwich.
No, you're good. Hi, Justin. I
Oh,
miss you.
CJ says hi. He misses you. A later? Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, we've noticed some things like that in our community. We haven't been to Target to check on them, but apparently they they got rid of their DEI, but then they said sorry and got it back because of the loss of
Customers?
yeah, it was bad.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, so it's cool that I feel like there are a lot of people doing what they can to let their voices be heard instead of being told, by your representative or whatever. Like, I've emailed him 5 times and just keep getting a bot response when he's supposed to be responding back to me personally.
Who are you trying to talk to personally?
My congressman. So, like, that's what you get told to do. Like, hey, if you can't come to these protests or show your voice or do this and this, contact your congressman and, send them an email or a phone call and tell them, what's not okay and why you're mad and this is not how you want to be viewed as a constituent. Like, if me and Justin can come walk around in our community and see these changes, and obviously the community you represent don't like you are misleading our voice. Like our congressman is like pro all of this, but our community is not, and that you can see that, but we're being ignored.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, look at
Yeah,
Florida. Like, you guys left here
yeah,
for a reason. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah. It's crazy. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what it was. Dang it.
it's the passion. It's the passion. It's just so. It's just so much, Nicole. You know, it's just so freaking much. Do you want to talk about this Kendrick Lamar halftime show? This is this is
Oh
the
yeah.
the popular thing going on right now, right?
Yeah, so like let me admit that I don't watch football and I did not watch the Super Bowl.
Me either.
I only watched like the clips of people booing Trump and
Didn't even see those.
looking at yeah, like Taylor Swift made a funny face, and then obviously the only thing I really wanted to see was Kendrick Lamar and Serena Williams. Like what? It was so great. His word, his message, like the revolution's gonna be televised,
Yeah, and you backed the wrong guy.
and you backed the wrong guy. Like to his face, 40 acres and a mule. Like, are you serious? Like he went out there,
I love him so
and
much.
then yeah, I've never really like. I mean, I've heard of him because I guess
The
just
Drake beef.
I barely even know about that. So like,
Oh, he went
I think it's
hard on Drake. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like I know the beef is there, but like I didn't really know the background to it until like a few days, like or not a few days ago, because what Tuesday? So yeah, I guess yesterday. I didn't realize Drake was such a nasty POS.
yeah.
And Kendrick literally came out. That man, that's my level of petty.
He
Like
came with
Bravo,
receipts, you know what I mean?
like
Like,
on the Super Bowl, at the Super Bowl, and then in front of Trump, like holding that Sudan and Gaza flag. Uh,
oh, well, I don't know if that was intentional because that guy got tackled or something.
did he? I
Yeah.
didn't see that part. I just saw the sticker.
Oh, I was talking
Or
about the
not
guy
the
that was
sticker, a
that.
picture.
I saw the guy that jumped down and was waving the flags in the
What?
background.
No, this guy, he was standing on top of the car
And they
with the
like
flag
jumped
that said
down.
Sudan and Gaza.
Here,
Let's see.
Sudan, Gaza, Super Bowl. Yeah, he gets tackled. He gets lifetime ban from NFL Stadium.
Why this Gaza protester?
Crazy.
Are you serious? That wasn't a part of it?
No, but I love that it was
Oh
there. I think he was one of the
yeah.
background. I think he was one of the background dancers. So it was kind of like he was part of it, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a performer. He was one of the background dancers.
Okay. No, yeah. I thought that was like such a beautiful like.
Yeah,
It's on
badass,
my
right?
hair.
That's freaking. And
Yeah.
I.
Samuel Jackson. Like,
Oh
what?
God, Uncle Sam. What do you think? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. Um,
Yeah.
and just as like because you know we're gonna have multiple episodes, so I just want to put this out there, not like as a warning, but as like a statement. I support everyone's right to religious freedom. I just think our religions are dumb. So like I think dying over a religion is dumb. I support
Yeah, I agree.
anyone in what you want to believe. You do that, but to kill someone over religion is anti-religion, and it's not okay in my opinion. So like that whole
Yeah.
war going on, I think is completely wrong.
Yeah.
Um, I know everyone has their own opinions on it. I just want to make sure that that it doesn't come out later on like, oh, you actually don't like this religion or that religion. I don't like any religion.
Yeah.
Simply for the fact that it preaches one thing and then the followers do something else. Um,
It all
that's
seems to come from blood.
yeah, like no matter what any like we currently have a president claiming to be Christian who got told out by a Christian pastor and was like I love that woman for standing up to Trump. Like
Yeah.
like that's Christian. That's what Jesus wanted. Like Jesus gave to the poor
She
for
did
free.
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Such a respectful way. She was so respectful.
she asked permission. Like she was the most polite, and
Yeah.
he just rolled his eyes at her. Like, and now he's got this religious person. You seen that lady, the religious lady that like follows him around? It's like everywhere
Oh
Trump
yeah.
goes is Holy Land, and
Yeah.
if you disobey Trump, then you're disobeying God, and it's like, well, that's the opposite of anything God wanted. If you read your little Bible, but you're
Yeah.
just saying things to say them, so that's why I don't like religion because that's what it gets used as. It's all just to help other people. You know,
Yeah.
if your religion tells you to hurt children or rape children or kill someone or like I'm not for it. Like I'm for religious freedom. Pray to whatever God you want. That part doesn't bother me. It's the grossness that comes with it that
The
bothers me.
hate crimes.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah. Do what you need to do to give yourself inner peace.
yeah.
But
Well, as long as you're not harming anyone.
yeah.
I mean, put that like worship
Yeah.
however you
We
want,
have
as
to
long as you're not raping
prioritize-
people or killing people. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Messing with kids, like man, we're not.
Yeah. So, just as a not POS, not FTA. What's the
Yeah. An announcement, a
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like
PSS.
a what?
A PS, like
A
a
postscript?
note.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This has been a public service announcement. Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
PSA.
Public service announcement. A PSA.
Yeah. There, we got
Yes.
there. We got there. We got there eventually.
We did. That's funny.
Oh God. Um, my apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt our conversation. I just don't want to go like 6 podcasts deep and like we have one follower and then he's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I just want to get that out there right now. I love everyone and I want humans to thrive. I don't want your religion telling other people not to be alive. You know?
Yeah. Well, I can agree with that. I mean, I don't love everybody. There's a lot of people I don't like Nazis. I don't like.
I don't like beliefs. I think humans have.
I don't like evil people.
You know what I mean? Belief
Keep your
systems
evil
are bad.
Yeah.
But I think the human race as a whole has potential if we would get our heads out of our asses. You know what I mean? Like, and are any of us perfect? Hell no. None of us are perfect. Not a single one of us is perfect. And most of us don't start getting better until we're much older. Like, until we're, like, being able to think, you know, past our puberty and our fucking craziness, you know? And also, I'm a high supporter of therapy. I started therapy a couple years ago. And whether you think you're crazy or you think you're sane, I promise you therapy will help everyone. My whole reason for therapy was to be a better boyfriend, to be a better dad, to be a better friend, and to just have more understanding of myself. You know, like why I feel when I do get upset, why am I upset? You know, stuff like that. So I believe therapy should be for everyone. I think if you can get free therapy, please jump on it. Don't be scared. Don't let the people, the old heads, be like, "Oh, therapy is only for crazy people." Like that's not true. That's not true at all.
It's never. Yep.
Everyone can benefit from it. Sorry, another PSA. Like,
no, it's true. Like, don't let anyone make you feel bad for getting yourself help, and don't make it seem like you're weak. It's very strong to get therapy and learn how to, keep on going and learn there's new things about yourself and how, you can get through things.
yeah, how you feel things, why you feel things, what to do about it. Sometimes
in a healthy way.
Yeah, and sometimes the answer is literally nothing. Sometimes you can't do anything, but you understand. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes that's peace of mind right there.
Yep.
I don't. Do you even want to go over this this Doge crap?
I don't really. Right before I joined in, I saw a clip of Elon in the White House with Trump from his desk, and it seems like he's being asked about
The
Elon's
Doge.
being asked about conflict of interest with his business, and also being like head of Doge, and like literally they're in the Oval Office talking, and he's standing with his son playing on the floor in like an official meeting while Trump's just sitting at the desk staring at him. Like it's a really weird vibe. Like I didn't really get to dive into what the hell they were talking about. Today's been a busy day.
It's there's just been so much. So I'm looking at this picture, right, and the viewers will be able to see what I see. I don't know if it's just because I keep seeing both of them online over and over and over in different ways, but both of them look like statues. Like they're not real people. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like they look like mannequins. Like their faces have been manipulated and like, I don't know.
Yeah, Elon Musk looks like a robot wearing human skin. Or like I saw the funniest meme it was these two guys. Oh my gosh! If anyone is listening and knows this podcast, it's two dudes, and they were talking about Elon Musk, and he was like, "You ever seen X Men or X Men?" The first movie where that senator gets taken by Magneto and gets turned into a mutant, and he like gets dumped in the ocean, and then comes out washed up like a big jelly blob of human flesh. And he was like, "That's what Elon Musk looks like." And we're like, "Oh my god, yeah, it's like the perfect description. Like he just looks like skin on something."
That's pretty hilarious. I have it pulled up right now for the viewers.
Yeah, weird.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny. I immediately was like, "Yeah, that's very true."
Gross. Disgusting. All right, we'll
Yeah,
save
but
that for next
I
week.
would say I did did see a snippet of what's her name? Jasmine Crockett.
Oh God, what's this?
Jasmine Crockett. She is a member of
Okay, she's a black woman.
represents portions of Dallas and Tarrant counties. So
She's a Democrat. She's 43.
yeah,
She's pretty cute. Not gonna
yeah.
lie. Is that wrong to say about
Beautiful.
my representative?
No, but she's a congresswoman. She's
Yeah.
a badass. I watch her all the time.
Is
And
she in front of the house a lot?
Huh?
Is she in front of the house a lot? Oh,
No,
she's from Texas.
Is, who is she talking to today?
She's exactly 10 years older than I am.
What was his name? Anyway, she was talking to I think Joe Biden's first press secretary. I think her name was like Jennifer Patsy or something. Anyway, she said, Desmond Crockett said that they will have Elon Musk in a congressional meeting where they're going to be able to drill him and ask him like what the hell is going on and what's I just saw it right before I got on here.
Dang.
It was like
So she's like
It's like
smart
the-
and strong and hot. Like, that's kind of crazy. Let's be honest. How is that possible?
she's just really cool. There's like
That's
so many
amazing.
videos of her just destroying people. Her and AOC just like
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch these. Like in debates, you're talking?
yeah. Well, no, just in their meetings when they're talking to these business people or here. Let me see if I can find you one.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to like go on a little watch spree on these. Slams Trump as simple-minded. Oh god. Reacts to white privilege.
Oh, you should hear her talking
Rants
to
about white
Marjorie
men.
Taylor Greene.
Oh yeah, I really probably shouldn't be calling her hot because it sounds like she's tired of white guys, which is fair. I'm tired of white men too. I completely understand. But I don't need her to hear this and be like, this motherfucking white guy. Trump got his toupee snatched. Oh shit. That's
Oh, yeah?
hilarious. No, it's one of the topics titles about her. I guess she like went so hard in a debate. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
5 months ago. That's hilarious. Someone challenged her to a fight? I don't know.
Starting today.
This woman looks pretty strong. I need to see who's challenging her to a fist fight right now.
Oh, you don't have TikTok anymore, so I can't see the video.
Yeah, I don't like TikTok. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Who-
Totally get it.
And it's only gonna get worse now that it's like praising Trump. Like, thank you for saving us. I want to know who's threatening to take her out of sack. Who's Nancy? I guess I can just look up this girl's name. Sorry, I have it muted. Like, it's playing right now, so like when you rewatch this video, you'll see it was playing a little. She looks intense. Like, oh yeah,
I watched the video.
this Nancy woman would get her ass beat. Are you serious? You think you can take her in a fight? Look up Nancy Mace right now, and tell me you
Oh
think.
yeah, I know Nancy Mace. She's the one that she is such a transphobe. Oh my god,
Oh
she's
yeah,
a
she's the transphobe
terrible.
one. Yes, 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 yes. She is the
Yeah, she's a
transphobe.
terrible woman.
She's there's a name for women like her. The ones that go against their own gender. Oh man. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like women who
Uh,
think women should only be in the kitchen and shouldn't have rights. There's a name for them. I can't remember. Whatever. She's one of them. She's awful. She hates the gays. She hates the women's.
she,
She would get her ass beat though by Jasmine. Jasmine would take her ass out. Why is she saying, "Oh, let's take this outside"? What, bitch? What are you gonna do? You gonna like Karen her and yell at her? Like that's not gonna work. She 100% looks like a Karen though. She has that Karen face down pat. You still there? Did I lose you?
yeah, sorry, no, but yeah, people are so dumb.
Nicole, I don't know. I don't know if I can take any more.
Yeah, I agree.
We talked a lot. We've talked for over an hour, and we talked a little bit before this. So I'll
Yeah.
upload these to our YouTube channels, and then I'll try to upload it to um, what I call it? I'm so sorry. Oh, Spotify.
Yeah.
So please listen to it over there, so we can build our algorithm wherever you listen to
Yeah.
podcasts.
I'll share it to my family too, so they'll listen to it.
Oh yeah, and so as our closing remarks, I want to make this like one of our more. I want to like refine it until it's like a sign off that me and you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to make sure that everyone knows if we're wrong at all, please feel free to correct us and send us sources. Don't give us opinion articles. Give us actual factual sources, and we will 100% change our mind if we're wrong.
Yeah.
Um, That's something me and Nicole stand 10 toes down on. It's part of the reason we get along so much. Because we are willing to, yeah, we can talk to each other and we're willing to challenge each other. Like, hey, you're thinking this way and I understand, but like, have you thought of it this way, kind of thing. Here's what I read. Here's what you read. Kind of stuff. It's been a huge basis for like a lot of our friendship, and it's not just like politics, but like that's just how we communicate. Like, oh, hey, did you see this, or did you hear this song, or did you see this show? Blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
we talk a lot. Like that's how we always get along. For background for anyone who doesn't know, me and Nicole, we've known each other since what, middle school?
Yeah.
And I'm in my 30s now, so it's been a couple years at least.
I would say like, what, 2004?
Oh god, 20 years?
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy. That's a long, long
Yeah.
time. That's more than half my life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And both of us has changed, a ton since then. And I like to think we just keep growing and getting better.
Absolutely.
But is any of the kids still up? Do they want to say the sign off?
Ooh, let me go see. I think Justin's still awake.
Oh yeah, see if Jackson's up.
I think so. Hopefully. Jackson, you want to say your thing? Alright, hold on. I'm putting the headphones on.
Heck yeah. Hey Jackson! Can you hear me, bud? Hey, you want to say like and subscribe for me? Heck yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night. Get some rest, okay? I miss that kid. Your mic's cutting in. I can't hear you. I'm so sorry, Jackson. I can't hear a single thing you're saying. Oh, I'll talk to you later, sir. It's so great. I love it so much. Oh, I'm losing you, Nicole. What'd you say? I think you're saying have an awesome night and you like doing this?
Yes, can you hear me?
Kind of. The mic somehow is like cutting out. It's the same. I don't know what happened all of a sudden. Maybe it got unplugged a little. If I turn it up some. Try that? Oh my god, it's so loud. Say something, Nicole?
Sure.
Oh, I can hear you a little better right now. Oh my god.
Just turn it off my headphones and now I'm just using my phone.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Alright, well, yeah.
The entire show of Greytown.
Oh, Jackson wants to let you know that he watched Gudetama.
Gudetama? What's that?
It's about a egg
That is a lie.
that's alive, and it's like a sushi egg that's like not cooked all the way. It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. It's from the Sanrio, like Hello Kitty world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Is it good? Is it a TV show? What is it?
Yeah, it's a show on Netflix.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Charlie, you know Charlie.
Yeah, I was about to say, Charlie definitely knows Gudetama.
Oh yeah. There's another show, Agretzko. Have you watched it?
No, I'm not really that one.
Watch Agretzko. I believe that's on Netflix too. That's another Sanrio show, in the same universe. We did them as cosplay one year for MegaCon.
Oh, that's really cool. I'll put that on for him. I'm sure he'd love it.
Yeah, it's like a slice of life anime, except instead of it just being people going to work in an office as accountants, they're all animals.
Oh, that's really cool.
And
Yeah, I like that.
and Agretzo's a metal singer. She sings like death metal.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's sweet. I love it.
What was it called again?
Agretzko?
Okay. Good. On Netflix.
I think it's on Netflix. Agretzko television show.
What's on, bud?
Yep, it's on Netflix.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll check it out.
There, I just sent it to you. Agretsuko.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course. Nicole, have a wonderful night. Jackson, have a
Yes, you
wonderful
too.
night.
Alright, say bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you.
Alright, bye.